Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and the air quality there isn't so great.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality itself? Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some plug about the continued threat of the miasma, and the dinks. Everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltist's influence. Deitist threat. The key porcelain Prince is only there to dutifully protect the city this time. But for you, Phaethon, had both worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists.
In the operation against the Exaltists.
Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as special holotech advisors and the mayor's special envoy for military operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted from the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup. Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
Fall back, Orpheus.
from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone, we can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back!
So, is this the end?
Revenge.
Against what? The Hollow?
Against everything.
I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good...
My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind...
Signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your... whatever that was.
I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard
Was telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow. The Exaltists have long plagued Lifei Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Obel Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
Blitz Squad, in position!
Aegis Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important. That Obel Squad handling the backup.
They're very powerful. Also a very nice person.
Oh, so what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them. At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
What are we talking about here?
Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Mr. Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
If what you call your principles are genuine... Deep inside the hollow,
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and hollow data to chart the most efficient route. Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
That wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Agent Squad, report your status! Tactical strategy! Report status! Coming!
No response.
Electromagnetic interference is pretty common in hollows.
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming.
Pinned down. Agent Squad, do you copy?
Around us. Keep an eye out for stronger enemies.
Captain.
Searching for the mission target. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all fuzzy with static.
Come in, Blitz Squad. Do you copy?
You shower? It's raining. Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system. Build on me, Senior.
Remote support. In position.
transmission system has been shut down.
Leave the front lines. Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Confirmed.
Next, we eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point.
Ready.
And for us to show 'em what we've got, LB.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Roger. Aegis Squad has successfully secured a data
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What's a coffin?
Huh?
Tapped the unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy.
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50% complete.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. To be honest, they look pretty.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
So he can't talk to you him. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Seed Senior. Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligence. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
You two have quite a unique
Channel. Also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both
Wavelength?
winning over these girls might be easy, but as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of
Hollow for a long time. They must have access to those better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway.
Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Feet, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. Good job. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear.
Oval Squad. All enemies eliminated.
The rambling old man is a little Seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Make him shut up.
Senior, you've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
What sets these even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison, corrupting new eras of rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians, lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes, too. Like no snowflake in an
He
avalanche.
exceeded the boundaries set by Commanderies.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon. No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of obscura places.
Not even the entire Obsidian division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltist's actions may...
More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the Sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point, but there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already...
Meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant! All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obel Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though, credit goes to...
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltist scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltist base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the Sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura, dig out the roots. All this... I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me, and her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy, how many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Waifei Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Waifei Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula, which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde? Until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious Phaethon locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The maid...
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon...
You were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics. My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the Squad.
I may not be a soldier. The operation goes smoothly and keeps the peace.
Such resolve, Proxy.
Heads up, she's not... huh?
An elite hacking expert.
Save your HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Forces jamming is
Coded the anti-jamming signal.
which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairywise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the holo to me and Obel Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
All units, be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise? No. They emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal and Monster just take them down. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. Just as the Overseer said, even a miracle like a resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde hasn't even...
We want the raid to stay on track. We'll have to strike even...
You're a little too reckless, Magus. Full of shadow. That enemy already knows we're coming. The only one we can count on. The only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have.
What the captain...
Bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltus.
Captain Magus.
Zolda were comrades in arms.
Isn't exactly accurate. She's a comrade. Without Isolde's support and Gaijin, I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
I can't really control my strength.
Got to cut.
Squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alert.
Mind your tone.
These idiots are the ones who alert.
Mind your tone. The Major... the operation.
Support the operation? Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone.
Without you taking the brunt of the Exalt... we have to... the Exaltist's main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this
thing all high and...
Oh? Elite targets have appeared.
I've been waiting for?
Engaging head off.
Tactical strategy.
Is it my turn?
See, let's see Senior cool off a bit.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Major General.
What Isolde spoke so highly of?
Reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Ah, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I, even if you don't fully grasp what matters, mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well, and now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay on pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Everyone! The Exaltis, the threat that plagued Waifei Peninsula, have been wiped out. Every triumph before! Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Loren!
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltus leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltus will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishuan Shifu, and the Exaltus suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating poor Salumex and the colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge, the dust hasn't even settled. Yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquai Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquai Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster who Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's all right. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
It's not what it looks like, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Well, then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain,
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Ah! Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility. Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain. There's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain Magus. Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team.
Can I trust you, Proxy?
You can trust me, just like how you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner, a soldier here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me, if Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special, you're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative.
The exact coordinates are now locked in.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishuan Sufu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Sufu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishuan Sufu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the defense.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a little?
We're talking about the safety of Waifei Peninsula here. So what if it's a little exaggerated?
All we can do now is pray that Rinquei Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow. Huh?
Fufu told me poor Julo and avoid any clashes with them.
By the way, your dear sister is here too.
Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Did Yishuan Sufu use a technique to bring me to Shuibian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call Shifu?
That's right. All your...
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some proper rest first.
Hand over the proxy!
I think... And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Support. Under your protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit. the proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the proxy away. Trying to extract military information. Well then, trust you must have had a good reason. You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the hollow?
Of new Eridu. Shouldn't Rinquei Summit and the Defense Force investigate? Even if there's only the slightest chance.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow expansion. There is a 17-point
voice assistant rambling about
ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow expansion. There is a 17
this time.
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the hollow might just go boom.
Preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Exactly. But if we can take out
mechanical throat like that.
Seemingly fabricated technical terms. You still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether
anything.
And let's move out. Obel Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquei Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe...
Just left it to Yunquei Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Obel Squad would draw too much attention. We'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Obel Squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
Experimental ether units called Obscura were placed in large numbers within the Hollow and around Wi-Fi Peninsula by Porcelumex and the Exaltists. Obel Squad was the first to discover that they could hold and even generate a sacrifice. Later operations by other squads also confirmed this. That's about all we've got on the Obscura for now. And there are still men outside the Hollow. Right, Orphe. Which is why we're moving them into the city. At least until every Obscura in the area has been inspected. The evac op will be handled by troops under the Major General. As for Obel Squad, you'll be on standby as a mobile unit, ready to jump in the moment anything goes sideways.
On standby as a mobile squad, huh? In other words, we get to move however we want for now, correct?
It's on standby at all times. Not do whatever you like. Is that clear, Captain Magus?
Crystal clear, Colonel. I assure you, we will not act on our own or do anything reckless.
I'll keep an eye on the captain. I won't let Obel Squad go off script.
Why do I get the feeling something's going on between you all? Anyway, just behave. Things are bound to get messy during the evacuation, so make sure the proxy stays safe, Magus.
Of course. The proxy's a VIP under our protection, aren't you, Proxy?
Speaking of VIPs, Commander Lorenz, Mr. Lucro, and the rest of the Porcelumex higher-ups will be evacuating alongside the residents.
The big shots can't wait to run for their lives, huh?
The threat of hidden sacrifice. All right, then. I'll go get the executive sorted for VIP evac. Obel Squad is dismissed for now.
Isolde.
Something on your mind, Captain Magus?
I was just wondering, Colonel. If I ever disobeyed your orders, would you be able to forgive me?
You do know there's a time and place for sarcasm in front of your squad, right, Captain Magus? Reasons.
I know the captain always has her reasons, Colonel Isolde.
Don't tell me you're actually itching to go rogue with your captain, Orphe.
Don't worry, I'll keep her in line.
Huh? Me?
Either way, we've got each other's backs. That won't change. Better, Captain.
Proxy! Proxy! You should sneak over and...
Isn't the captain always right behind you? Why bother sending you over to pass on a message?
Well, because the captain's voice is...
Tell the workers to pick up the pace. That porcelain's worth more than their lives.
Don't let them hear you. I don't want to see complaint letters in the employee yearbook.
Complaint letters? You actually read those, boss?
Training reliable subordinates matters more than you'd think. We don't want to end up in the same mess we did back then. We trusted the Defense Force to protect company assets, but they were useless. And that cost us a fortune.
Sorry, excuse me. Please, could you let my child move up in line?
Yeah, let the kid through! Cut it out! The evacuation order's been planned long in advance. You're only getting out of here because the company paid for it. Don't push it!
Watch your mouth. Protecting the company's image is also part of what you're paid for. Got it?
Please, can you let my child go first?
Sorry. I'm afraid I'm not in a position to help anyone either.
Today, Wi-Fi Peninsula has opened its door to us. Just like every other door in this city.
Just a photo for the internal PR material, sir. Much appreciated.
This moment right now, and back then, it's all starting to look the same to those sitting at the top. Our lives are nothing but silver spoons they use to scoop up and savor their triumph. Civilians, soldiers, doesn't matter. We're all merely specks of dust beneath the feet of giants clashing above us. This isn't the end, Orpheus.
This is the Exaltist base we cleared out earlier. The proxy was there too.
Weren't we looking for a hidden base? Why are we back here again?
According to Fairy's calculations, the fissure that leads directly to the blind spot just so happens to be located in this area. I guess you could say we let the Exaltist slip right under our noses.
If it weren't for Lorenz and Lucro's interference, we might have uncovered signs of a base much earlier.
The fissure is close by, but Barry's calculations could only narrow it down this far. We'll need you all to head into the hollow to confirm the exact location.
Commencing operation. Objective, locate the nearby fissure.
Yes, Captain Magus.
The first diffraction signal source has been confirmed.
Now we just need to find the second signal source, and we can pinpoint the exact coordinates.
Roxy, you're not making up some technical jargon, are you? Pack.
Hey, no need to question my professional skills as a proxy, okay? Still, these data errors feel a little too organized to be natural. It's almost like... and concentrate the miasma.
How did you figure that out, Proxy?
It's all thanks to their engineers. They left super clear comments in the code. The final sacrifice. Large-scale miasma activation experiment. The Exaltists need to gather a massive amount of miasma. These devices must be crucial for that. The Exaltis outposts full of miasma. might be the result of these devices as well.
Communication structure analysis complete. Hub device location locked. Uploading to HDD now.
Got it. These are the coordinates of the blind spot.
Pinpointing Fisher coordinates.
Hey, you soldiers over there! We're here under Major General Loren.
Haven't you given me that line already?
I have no obligation to explain myself to you. But, to avoid unnecessary conflict between so-called allies, this facility holds a stockpile of porcelain belonging to Porcelumex.
Wasn't it Porcelumex who originally handed these strategic city resources over to the Exaltists? You sure are going out of your way to clean up the mess they made.
I'm not in the mood to bicker with you. Now, it's your turn to answer, Captain Magus. Why are you here? I don't recall receiving any orders about reinforcements or rotation.
As I'm sure you're aware, I'm the one Commander Lorenz designated as a restricted operative. I fled into the Hollow carrying sensitive...
Likely still have a key base in the Hollow. Obel Squad's mission is to clear any threats to civilians here. You're a soldier too, so you should understand a soldier's duty.
A soldier's first and foremost duty is to follow orders.
To follow orders. And doing that is what keeps everyone safe.
You're leading your squad without authorization. This is a clear violation of military command, Captain Magus.
Forget the orders. I did inform Obel just to dance to someone else's tune, Marshal.
I've got a recording device, you know. Every word you say will be used as evidence in court.
And I've got heavy firepower. If you don't step aside...
The intel came from me, and this operation is under my lead. If the Defense Forces commanders have a problem with that, they can take it up with me directly.
Threatening your comrades only adds to your offenses, Captain Magus. I'm not obligated to stop you from engaging in conflict. Go if you must. I hope to see you all alive in the military courts.
Finally, that annoying guy's gone. Onward to saving the world!
Now Obel Squad really is in big trouble. Captain Magus, was it really necessary to go that far?
Don't worry, little proxy. When the time comes, I'll say the envoy was coerced by our troops and forced to lead the way into the Hollow.
That's not what I'm worried about. It's you and everyone from Obel.
I will take full responsibility for disobeying.
No! Captain Magus...
You say something that shows you care about me, Orphe?
Wise, we have an urgent communication request from the Defense Force.
An urgent call from the Defense Force?
Well, actually, Colonel Isolde contacted Ishu and Shifu, who then got in touch with me. They want of the Defense Force.
Good afternoon. To cite the Hollow for acting without orders, disobeying military command, and hoping to come to me for leniency. Captain Magus, you've been in the military long enough to know. Your behavior is getting more and more unruly.
Captain Magus's cooling system is about to overheat!
You mean you heard all that? Proxy, your HDD's privacy protection is severely lacking.
Anyway, I'm fully aware of the situation. You did the right thing, Captain Magus. All those years ago, we followed our orders, and our comrades died. And now, we can no longer stand by and watch Waifei Peninsula fall into danger for the sake of following orders. I think it's time. I told you a few things now. Or a brave soul willing to lay down their life. So important. It's a story of betrayal. A grave crime born of selfish ambition that put our city and its people in danger.
So, your inspection has finally uncovered something.
Is that what you want to tell us about?
That's right. At that time, the commander ordered Agamemnon's squad to hold their ground at all costs, and to defend the railway line evacuating civilians. And that's what our comrades did. They fought to the very end. It was actually a freight line for transporting corporate assets. Every minute the team was able to hold out meant another container of porcelain that was transported back to a Topps warehouse outside the Hollow. Of course, that company paid the commander a hefty reward for that. Every digit on that check was stained with the blood of our teammates, Magus.
Captain Magus.
Isolde. Who was the corrupt commander who accepted the bribe? And where is the company that paid it? Answer me.
Captain Magus, your body is becoming unstable.
Answer me, Isolde.
I don't have enough evidence to accuse them yet. Stay calm, Magus.
Stay calm? Stay calm? How do you expect me to stay calm?
Captain Magus, if you can't keep yourself together...
My fury burns just as fiercely as yours, Magus!
I was created to unload. You would dare to stop me, Orphe?
I don't have the right to ignore your anger, but the people here are important too. And what we need to accomplish now matters just as much.
Easy for you to say. What do you know of my anger, Phaethon?
We all lost so much. During the disaster, everyone here, Colonel Isolde, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and all the civilians in Waifei Peninsula who were displaced by the fall of the old capital. So many people, just like you, lost everything. Natural disasters, man-made disasters. Haven't we lost enough already in New Eridu? But we didn't let anger, sorrow, or regret pull us down. Thanks to our courage, we've achieved everything we have now. Your Obel squad, Orphe, Trigger, Seed, and Soldier 11. Your story with them. Sure, the past does matter, but they do too.
Captain Magus.
Proxy. Isolde, I won't let this go. But as you said, I'll wait for the right time to act.
Yes, let's leave it for mission. I'm telling you this now, because... Keep moving forward, everyone. I'll take the heat from command.
Time's ticking, and the Hollow is changing rapidly. If we delay any longer, the Fisher might disappear entirely.
Understood, Proxy. Obel squad, we're moving out!
Yes, Captain.
You have actually been quite lucky all these years. Far luckier than I have, Magus.
It's not often I find myself thinking, maybe I'd be better off without comrades like them.
sure are.
Not over yet.
Moving forward and take them all down.
It's been a while, Phaethon.
Sarah, how many of the Exaltist's crimes have you been quietly orchestrating from the shadows?
Crimes? Ah, you mean those reasonable and necessary sacrifices? As a loyal servant of the Creator, my answer is, of course, every single one. I have to say, among the masses of ignorant and arrogant unbelievers, you stand out as particularly detestable, Phaethon.
Captain Magus, that woman is making personal attacks on the proxy!
I might not be good at personal attacks, but I'm an expert at suppressive fire. Prepare to die!
Prepare to meet your end, you...
You stubborn fools. Struggle all you want. The Overseer has already reached the gate of the final domain. It's just one more gentle push.
Avarok. I've gotta admit, that one's hard to kill.
Death is a cruel fate, but the Creator does show mercy to the most faithful servants at times.
No matter what tricks or lies you try to use, we won't let anyone threaten New Eridu.
Threaten New Eridu? Young unbeliever. The parasites devouring the city aren't here. The real poison is only allies, not enemies.
Don't you dare compare my proxy to you.
Think we'll have the opportunity to work together. Faithful servants, the Creator will remember your names. The arduous journey to the Creator is always filled with sacrifice.
The enemy is ambushing.
The path back to the Master is always paved with blood and bones.
I'm coming, chickens!
Got you covered.
Life and death, existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering. All return.
Cover me, Orphe!
The target's exposed.
Give him a full salvo, Steve Senior! Hey, Senior!
You're in my sights.
Lock off.
Tactical strategy. Torture!
Careful, Captain!
Time to pin them down. Supporting position. Recalibrating. Prepare the next tactical strike.
I can't really control my strength.
I'll pierce right through.
Let's treat him to that.
Got you covered. Ether vision activate. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Not over yet!
That's the target, right?
Line up. No pushing.
May the Creator refine us. Sanctuaries chosen, favored by the Creator.
The monsters have swarmed the entirety of Phylum Heights. Be sure to stay vigilant.
Wise, we've got an emergency. Exalted priests and sacrifices are attacking Waifei Peninsula. They're pouring out of the Obscura, and there's a lot of them.
Our attack on the base in the Hollow led to chaos in the city outside. Are they using the attack as a cover to escape?
The city is under attack? Do we keep pursuing or fall back to assist?
Rather obvious and sloppy scheme. Our comrades from Obsidian Division are stationed in the city, along with the mystics of Yunquei Summit. The city should be in good hands for the time being.
Ishu and Shifu and the other disciples are helping suppress the sacrifices in the main district. But there's a gap in the defenses on the mountain road above Phylum Heights.
The mountain road? But according to the distribution map we received, there shouldn't be any Obscura in that area.
Which is why we didn't deploy heavy defenses near the mountain road.
Oh no! There are many residential areas near there. We're counting on you, Proxy.
Thanks to the support from Yunquei Summit, the sacrifices in the main district have been suppressed, and the civilians in the city are safe.
Our mission is to eliminate the sacrifices and exaltists around the mountain road area, while protecting 2 VIP targets.
Which are the annoying Porcelumix executive Lucro, and the even more annoying Obsidian Division Major General Lorenz.
Bad news? We've lost contact with Mr. Lucro. Good news, the Major General is en route to the evacuation point below the mountain road.
Hard to say which is the good news and which is the bad. Like them or not, the mission still has to be completed. There are plenty of homes around the mountain road area, so there's no time to waste. Let's move out! Prioritize eliminating the sacrifices emerging from the Obscura.
There's an ambush in the tunnel!
What an ugly bunch!
The people on the ground seem to be members of Porcelumix.
Captain, the barrel squad!
Engaging head-on.
monsters. Ethereals.
Calm down, ma'am.
No. They weren't ethereals.
We're from Obsidian Division. You're safe now.
They're all...
Remain calm. You're not in danger anymore.
Those deadly ghosts got them.
This woman's experience...
Judging by her clothing, she's from Porcelumex. And I remember seeing her at the banquet. Her companions were most likely Porcelumex executives.
Though I really can't stand those people. They didn't deserve this.
Magus, aren't you curious? Who exactly was responsible for killing our comrades all those years ago? The blood debt partly falls on Porcelumex for offering the bribe, and partly on the commander who accepted it. Well, Porcelumex's share of that debt was just paid in blood.
Isolde, what are you saying?
That's right. The mastermind behind bribing the military commander back then was none other than Porcelumex's Lucro. Of course, the ones who benefited from it weren't innocent either. Going down with him was only fitting.
Even if they were guilty.
It's admirable, but I also believe endless struggle. You're standing against giants. How much no wait for mercy from those in power?
Truth, is it?
Magus, battle, just to secure that huge check from Porcelumex. The one who deliberately withheld support from our unit to cover up the bribery. The very same... And now...
I've lost. Isolde.
Colonel Isolde. Commander Lorenz. How could this be?
The only way we can know is by finding Lorenz and getting answers from him directly. By finding Lorenz and getting answers from him directly.
Magus, now's not the time to lose your head. Isolde hasn't given us any evidence to back up her accusations.
Evidence? Don't tell me you want to start preaching about procedures and justice, Proxy. If there were any justice in this world, my teammates wouldn't have sacrificed themselves 11 years ago. 11 years ago.
Stop and think about the timing. Why would she drop all this now? She's deliberately steering you somewhere.
She wants me to join in her revenge plan. Is there something wrong with that? She was right about one thing. I'm the only one walking this road with her.
With all due respect, Captain, that was a real kick in the gut, you know? Remember when we first joined the squad? We signed up because we felt the same pain. We carried the same scars. We were here for just left. And now you're saying that we're not your companions? That you're all she has?
I was never good at comforting speeches anyway. If you made up your mind, Captain, I'll follow your lead, no matter what.
You think you're helping saying all these useless things, but you don't understand.
Open your eyes, Magus. You and Isolde walking the same path? Come on! Without me, you wouldn't even be able to Proxy. We've been in this together from the start. We've all lost people we love. But you were the one who brought us back, who pulled us out of that whole mess of grief and revenge. And now you want us to just stand here and do nothing? All so you can feel that we understand you? Sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to snap like that.
We're still on a mission here. Whatever personal stuff we're dealing with, it doesn't outweigh the lives of all those citizens depending on us. You with me, Captain Magus?
I agree. Let's move out. We'll clear out the ethereals as we go. Mobile squad, gear up and get ready.
Unopened obscura nearby.
The monsters are crawling out of those devices.
Source of the threats.
Think for wind. The obscura have been confirmed to be deactivated.
The locations of these obscura don't appear to be included in the Colonel's intel.
There might be gaps in the intel. Roxy, can you help search for nearby obscura? Sacrifice is incoming. Stay alert. Monsters that can operate outside the hollow. Truly terrifying.
Enter the city.
We won't let that happen.
Not over yet.
I'll take point. Adjusting for wind.
They can't really control Major General Lorenz retreated in this direction.
Keep moving.
Oh?
Time to pin them down. You're in
Cover me, Orphe!
Stick to the plan. Holding position.
Let's go.
See, plus... You're the ladies from the Defense Force. There's a little kid here. Maybe he got stranded when the sacrifices suddenly appeared on the mountain road.
You're not
I
hurt.
was just playing on the mountain road. Out of those bottom bay, but I got stuck here.
It's all right, Dante. The Defense Force is here. You're safe now.
You know this little one, Prox?
This is Dante from Silum Bay. His uncle used to be a Defense Force soldier, just like you all.
Used to be?
Just like your old comrades. Dante's uncle also died in the fall of the old capital 11 years ago.
Oh. So his family have one of our old comrades, huh?
Old comrade? Is this gun lady one of my uncle's friends too?
That's right, kid. Your uncle and I, we fought side by side.
Whoa, you must be a super strong soldier. My uncle was really strong too, but he never came back. I hope you and your team all make it home safe.
For your uncle, would you take it?
His life to protect us?
Would you want me to kill them?
I want those monsters gone, because he wanted to keep him safe. I'm safe. Oh, right! Mom's probably waiting for me. I'd better get home fast.
Dante's such a sweetheart.
He's a good kid. But people like Lorenz, back then and even now, how many kids have lost their families because of scum like that?
Captain.
All right, let's keep moving.
Captain Magus, what are your orders?
Lorenz, I need to question him face to face and get to the bottom of this.
Captain Magus, please don't do anything reckless.
Magus, I understand how much you want. But remember,
Who filled your head with such baseless claims and slander, Captain Magus?
Please, General Lorenz. Well, I can still...
Such groundless accusations are enough to get you court-martialed, Captain Magus. Or is this all just an attempt to stir up trouble and cover up your unauthorized attack earlier?
Answer me, Lorenz. Yes or no?
11 years ago, countless squads under my you who had to shoulder the pressure? Do you know how many questions I faced because of your crushing defeat? And your war, politics, and the survival of this city are not problems that can be solved merely by you all pulling your triggers on the front lines. I don't expect your brain, if there's anything left of it in there, to possibly comprehend such complicated matters. But I want to... Isn't Obel Squad standing with you?
that's an...
Captain Magus. Even if it was me, so what? I didn't get where I am today by being noble and playing by the rules.
Captain Magus.
Captain Magus, I understand how you feel. Even though it might sound a little cruel, I think you made the right call holding yourself back.
You made a fair point. It wasn't an option. But there must be a
Accusations without evidence are just baseless slander against your superiors.
We'll settle this later.
After this operation, no one will be able to stop the Defense Force from staying here.
You're right, sir. No one can stop you from staying now.
Isolde. Why don't you come with me, Colonel? We can't leave our big hero behind.
Hero? All the soldiers who never made it out? The ones you abandoned? Weren't they also your stepping stones? Your heroes? Magus, the promise you couldn't bring yourself to keep, I kept it for you.
Warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record high levels. Warning. Abnormally high ether activity detected. There is an unusual surge of miasma.
Great. Why now of all times?
I assume the Exaltists are on the move again. Maybe the final sacrifice is about to begin.
Magus, about Colonel Isolde. She...
I never imagined that Isolde could have been planning something like this all along. It's really not like her at all. And maybe I haven't known the real her for some time now. All right, no need to comfort me right now. Besides, I can see how worried you are. I am a seasoned soldier, after all. Don't underestimate me. The Exaltists, the Obscura, the sacrifices, all these factors coincidentally paved the way for Isolde's revenge. And now that Isolde has fled into the Hollow itself has started to undergo some unusual changes. If Isolde has broken the soldier's code, I won't let her off the hook.
Whether it's to stop the crisis in the Hollow, or to get answers from Colonel Isolde, we have to strike again!
Now that things have...
Support your mission.
Mobile Squad, gear up and get ready!
miasma inside the hollow is gathering around that tower. If we let it continue gathering like that, the consequences could be pretty serious.
Warning. Ether activity in Lemnian Hollow has surpassed record levels.
Then let's find out what's going on in there. And no matter what happens, we must stop it.
Warning. Ether activity in Lemnian Hollow is still rising at an increasing rate.
If we don't manage to put a stop to this, will something terrible happen?
Warning. At the current rate of expansion, Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 7 hours.
Boom! Like a crushed nutshell. Like a popped balloon.
I won't let that happen.
Yunque's summit will not back down.
It's like a scene straight from the underworld. Where did Isolde go after taking this path? And why?
Let's move forward. Whether it's to find Isolde, to stop the Exaltist, or to prevent the worst from happening.
Opal Squad, gear up and prepare to move out!
These devices are converging the miasma in a single location.
These devices are linked by the miasma, making them difficult to destroy. There's a trace of miasma behind all that junk.
We're running out of time. Master Ishwan, can you lock onto Isolde's presence?
Her presence is up ahead as well. Her presence is up ahead as well.
Up ahead? Why would Colonel Isolde retreat toward the Exaltist?
Leave it to me. It'll be A-okay.
Step back. Let me handle this.
and Mevarok are close by. Over there. It's a beam from a miasma device.
Cycle of yin and yang. Release.
Cover me, Orphe! I've been on standby for a long time. Everything's on fire!
I'll watch over you.
Another miasma device has been activated.
Let's get going.
I can't really control my strength.
They're activating the device.
This time. What kind of teachings? Is this really what your creator wants?
Nathan. You're the Lord of Hope.
What kind of hope can something that robs others of their happiness ever provide?
Proxy, Orphe, don't waste your time with her. If sacrifices must be made, then sacrifice yourself.
The Overseer has already reached the gate of the final domain. Just one step away.
She's trying to run away again.
Leave her to me. Everyone else can keep moving forward.
Are you
to him? Leave it to me.
I'm not late, right?
Soldiers. Their uniforms. From 11 years ago.
They're just illusions formed by the miasma. Pull yourself together, soldier. Leave it to me.
Captain, the barrel's scorching hot!
Unleashing maximum firepower!
You sure took your sweet time, my dear unwelcome guests.
Surrender now! Mevarok!
If you keep resisting, I'll blast you to ashes!
Are you going to shoot me, Magus? Then why didn't you pull the trigger before?
Colonel Isolde?
The Defense Force, Porcelumix, the Exaltists. So you were the one tying all these pieces together.
Isolde, why are you wearing Mevarok's clothes?
Tell me, why didn't you pull the trigger when you were facing Lorenz?
Colonel Isolde of the Defense Force, or Mevarok, Exaltist Overseer. Which is the real you? The Defense Force moved under your command, and the Exaltist's followers struck back at your signal. You were the one orchestrating both sides all along. That must be why there was a blind spot in your intel. It was all just part of your own game. You plotted this whole charade to divert the Defense Force's troops, which means your real objective is...
You're a sharp one, Phaethon. You've caused us plenty of trouble, but some fates are unavoidable. As for my true purpose, my followers haven't lied to you. It's all for the final sacrifice.
So you were the one behind all the tragedies in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Is that right, Isolde?
And tragedies? I only ever sought to avenge our comrades. I painstakingly wove together the justice you so desperately desired. But yes, it did end in tragedy. What pains me the most is your betrayal, Magus. You had our mortal enemy in your sights, and you were
Countered strong opposition from within.
Magus! Why didn't you pull the trigger when you were facing Lorenz?
I am a soldier of Obsidian Division. I cannot shoot anyone who isn't an enemy combatant. I am a citizen of New Eridil. I have no right to take the law into my own hands against anyone. And I am the captain of Obel. I cannot let my own
Then let me mourn alone. For the souls no one else remembers. The sacrifice is about to begin.
Colonel Isolde. Why?
11 years is plenty of time for many things to change.
Who once walked side by side. How long has it been since I worked alongside Isolde? How long has it been since we walked side by side?
Come to think of it, I might not be older than you, Captain Magus, so perhaps I shouldn't be lecturing. But I have also gone through many partings, moments of loyalty and betrayal. And regardless of the reason, turning... The gathering point of the miasma lies just ahead of us.
Is Colonel Isolde there too?
This is the first time I've ever realized how hard it can be to confront.
Magus, Isolde has most likely committed some...
Colonel Isolde, you have committed a serious crime. Please cooperate with our operation and return to New Eridu with us to face judgment.
So foolish. Just like she was back then.
Lorenz and Lucro are both dead. You've taken your revenge. Why won't you stop?
This isn't the end. Those fallen soldiers will never come back. How can the city possibly repay the debt it owes them? To be honest, I'm not sure what kind of world the Creator will bring. But at least it'll be different than the disappointing one we're in now. You're right. I've taken my vengeance. Whatever kept me here, it's all behind me now. It's time to knock on the door to the final domain.
Are you a soldier protecting the city? Or an overseer wreaking havoc, Isolde? Or should I say, Mevarok?
It's just a name, young Proxy. Just like you wear the name Phaethon. To the world, Carol Arna is the name of a sinner. But there are still those like you who believe in her innocence. If I don the name of a sinner for those whose names have been forgotten, does that make my justice any less true?
Even if it was for the sake of revenge, why did you choose such a twisted path?
How would you carry out revenge then? With kindness, justice, or love? These tainted hands are all I have to depend on!
Turn back, Isolde. They're gone. And I don't want to lose you too.
I've already come this far. Don't be so naive. Revenge is is a path of no return. Onwards to battle!
Careful.
Hold the formation. Keep the proxy safe.
We've already chosen different paths. So, there's no point in looking back now!
These ether fluctuations. miasma's clearing.
Isolde. Ishwan Shifa. You can leave the rest to me.
I think you mean us.
Right. Us.
Captain Magus, you must be going through a lot right now, huh?
I've told...
Colonel Isolde is just up ahead.
Thanks for being with me through all of this, Orphe. It's time to teach this arrogant fool a lesson.
Back in the day, you never managed to beat me during training. I hope you, both of you, have grown since then.
I might still be stuck where I was. Orphe.
I'll do my best.
Where are you looking? Wide open! Show me your conviction with that blade of yours, Magus! Your resolve is weak, and so is your technique. Not even close! The one still stuck in the past might be me.
Aren't you the one who pulled me out of my stubbornness? Weren't you the one who saved me from despair?
change. Or closure. No matter what. There's no going back.
You're right. There's no going back.
That's why we have no choice but to keep moving forward!
I won't allow it. I don't want to lose anyone who stands behind me again.
Including you, Colonel.
People behind you. But you've lost so many. What difference would one more make? Being soft only leads to pain.
Orphe!
Is it Danny?
He's all
It's already too late for me to turn back now.
Colonel!
It's too late to turn back now. And I've always hated dealing with court-martials.
Isolde, why didn't you ever tell me everything that happened?
Because you're Orpheus. My Orpheus. You had already lost so much. Your comrades, your body, and the life you were meant to live.
Isolde.
After everything you'd lost, I didn't want you to carry any more burdens.
But if I had known sooner, maybe you wouldn't have... Everything I've lost, you've lost too.
There's no turning back, Orpheus. My hands are stained with blood and guilt.
I know. I'll pay your debts for you.
Me too.
Orphe?
I'll stick with Captain Magus, and we'll make up for your mistakes together. I'll stay by Captain Magus's side. I won't let her lose her way like you did, driven by anger, loneliness, and despair.
I know you're in pain, just like me. But you're also very lucky. Orphe is a good kid. Don't let her down. Don't disappoint your younger self, Orpheus.
I won't, Isolde.
I believe you. I'm the only disappointment here. It's been so long, Orpheus. I've missed you so much. Please, forgive me.
Master, an abnormal ether fluctuation has been detected nearby.
Why do I feel like it's resonating with me?
Watch out, Proxy!
Is that... Teacher? Teacher? Is this just a hallucination caused by miasma?
Belle, Wise. Wise. You two now walk this path alone. You are the bravest, most gifted children that Helios Academy has ever seen.
Was that from when we were separated from Teacher?
You and your sister must carry on the flames of Helios together.
Teacher?
Just what kind of being is your creator, exactly?
The creator? Just who is she talking to?
The gate to the final domain. It's in Hollow Zero, isn't it? What secrets lie beyond that door that could be worthy of such feverish praise and supplication?
The Exaltists and Teacher?
Fine. I'll pave the way for you to meet your revered creator.
No. There's no way Teacher is an accomplice to those people.
At the end of that path, also lies something that I'm seeking.
Something that Teacher is seeking? What in the world could that be? Even if one has to pay such a hefty price.
Even if I have to pay such a hefty price.
Even if one has to bear such guilt.
Even if I have to bear this guilt.
Even if it means leaving us behind. Is this really what she wants?
This path may not lead to a happy outcome. I don't know if Eridu will fall into the abyss or find salvation from the brink, but I believe in my dear children. They are the brilliant Phaethon.
Hmm?
Proxy!
Proxy! It's been a while.
Captain Magus, Orphe, it's been a while. How have you been?
Absolutely terrible! Our desk is buried under a mountain of paperwork. The worst part is, after finishing my own stack of papers, I still have Magus's pile to deal with too.
We share the same desk, don't we? Why bother separating our paperwork?
The good news is, I don't have to share a desk with these two.
And there's more good news. They gave us an extended vacation. Partly out of compassion, and partly just to smooth things over.
This incident involved senior Defense Force officers and top executives from TOPS. An incredibly tangled web of interests. But it's all been settled at last.
The truth behind the fall of the old capital and the defeat of Agamemnon's squad, where Magus and Colonel Isolde once served, has finally been uncovered.
Evidence of collusion between former Defense Force Major General Lorenz and former Porcelumex Executive Officer Lucro has been confirmed. Both have lost their titles, and they will be publicly condemned.
So the truth about what happened all those years ago is finally coming to light. Maybe those soldiers who never should have been sacrificed can finally rest in peace now.
But since both men died during the Waifei Peninsula attacks, a public trial has been put on hold for now. Neither the military nor TOPS wants to damage their public image.
At least they got what they deserved.
Defense Force headquarters also disciplined and demoted several high-ranking officers who were entangled with the factions and engaged in misconduct.
What about the citizens who were harmed by Porcelumex and the Exaltus experiments? Will they be okay?
The victims of the sacrifice and miasma experiments have all been sent to recovery centers, and the illegal assets resulting from the cooperation between Porcelumex and the Exaltists have been seized by public security.
All of this was possible thanks to the intelligence and evidence we gathered during our operation, as well as what Colonel Isolde collected before her death. Isolde's involvement over the years was complicated, but there's no doubt that she made many mistakes, especially as the head of the criminal Exaltists group.
A lot of what the Colonel did was driven by the hatred that blinded her. I imagine you must have mixed feelings towards her, Magus.
Of course. That arrogant fool, fueled by anger and loneliness, made so many grievous mistakes.
Captain Magus often keeps her anger to herself and acts on impulse.
What?
Promise me, Captain...
With the proxy as my witness, I give you my word.
Whoever lies has to wear a pink weapons holster.
Obel Squad did disobey orders. You won't end up facing a court-martial, will you?
There's no reason to punish someone for doing a good deed.
Although the Obel Squad disobeyed orders, we earned commendations for wiping out the Exaltists and protecting the citizens. Each member received a Medal of Honor.
Surviving in the grown-up world isn't easy at all. It may not be what we hoped for, but at least there was a positive outcome.
Regarding the Proxy's mentor, Miss Carol Arna, I'll do my best to help you investigate any potential leads within the military.
Whoever the Proxy trusts, we trust too.
Things have been so hectic in Wi-Fi Peninsula. I plan to relax and unwind in Phylum Heights with my squad for a while.
Vacation time!
Until we meet again.
Catch you later, Proxy!
The Overseer has fallen.
That power?
Yes, a gift from the Creator. The glory of wielding their authority has finally come to me.
Is the Creator actually real?
Isn't what you see right in front of you the best proof? I know you're no devout believer, but even someone as selfish as Isolde can wield the Creator's blessing. The Creator has never been stingy towards mortals who help fulfill their mission. They can make your wish come true.
My wish?